And thus the general suffers a major breakdown at the hands of a private citizen. Yes, I realize I probably deserve corporal punishment for such a bad pun, but it does serve to lead us into tonight's special segment, which could be entitled, A Funny Thing Happened on the Way to the Village. One of the very nicest things about the Prisoner series is that even though it is undeniably serious and even grim at times, it's also spiced with humor. Humor of many varieties, from sophisticated, my favorite kind, to slapstick, my favorite kind. But humor is a lot like Quicksilver. The harder you try to put your finger on why something is funny, the quicker the humor slips away. So let's overanalyze this topic and take the fun out of it completely. The prisoner's own sense of humor acts almost as a barometer to indicate how he feels about the village. At very first, we get little humor from him, which is as it should be. Being taken anywhere against your will is no laughing matter. But very quickly, his sharp sarcasm becomes one way in which he vents his aggressive anti-village attitude, as in this scene from The Chimes of Big Ben.
This is the pattern for the future.
The whole earth as the village. Yes.
That is my hope. What's yours?
I'd like to be the first man on the moon.
As he begins to get oriented to the village, there's no keeping down his natural dry and wry wit, as witnessed in these scenes from Checkmate.
We want you to be happy.
Fine, just give me a one-way ticket home.
From The Chimes of Big Ben.
Try to take part in community life. This exhibition that's coming up, for example. Wait a minute. There, at the age of 15, top of his class in woodwork. That's the sort of thing. I mean, join in.
I'll make you a handle for this door.
And from Free for All, when he's offered a chance to run for public office in the village's mockery of free elections.
Every citizen has a choice. Are you going to run?
Like blazes, the first chance I get.
Throughout the series, the prisoner's humor is wry, sharp, and often low-keyed. But what's missing is an element of self-mockery, until the girl who was death. By this episode, he's gained enough control over his life that he's free to let his whimsy run wild.
Mountaineering rope would hold an elephant.
I must remember that next time I go climbing with one.
In The Girl Who Was Death, he spoofs spies in general and himself in particular, along with lampooning the new number 2 and his assistant. By the final episode, our hero's quiet amusement at the Kafkaesque proceedings and his wide smile when he discovers the identity of number 1 might lead us to believe he's finally realized that in a reality this perverse, only a sense of humor can make life bearable. We've already established that, in the village, things are rarely what they appear on the surface, which might be why the main form of humor in this series is irony, as witnessed in this scene from Checkmate.
May I see you again?
Oh, yes, I'm here all the time.
And here in Free for All.
How are you going to handle your campaign?
No comment.
Intends to fight for freedom at all
Smile.
costs. How about your internal policy?
No comment.
We'll tighten up on village security.
Smile.
How do you feel about life and death?
Mind your own business.
No comment.
And what about the name of the village's only pub, the Cat and Mouse? And can this scene be anything but ironic?
You have a delicate sense of humor.
Naturally. Humor is the very essence of a democratic society.
Finally, there's this little gem announced over the village loudspeakers.
Good morning. Congratulations on yet another day.
Congratulations indeed. Congratulations on living through another day in the village. Even the music of the show contains a healthy dose of humor. Some of it just sounds funny, while many of its incidental themes are taken from children's nursery rhymes like Pop Goes the Weasel. There are, of course, many other examples of the use of humor in this series, like the witty repartees between the prisoner and various number 2s, and the clever use of puns in many of the episode titles. Free for All, It's Your Funeral, A Change of Mind, and of course, many happy returns. Well, it'd be easy to stay in autopsy humor for hours, but I'm afraid it would cut into my much-needed computer time. You see, I just got this great educational program I'm anxious to try out. So, until next week, I'm Scott Apel, and I'll Be seeing you.
You think that's funny?
Coming to a town near you, it's Watch the Skies, the annual science fiction movie marathon. This benefit for public television KTEH features 24 hours